and back in the Rain World mines again. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm sure this is gonna go really well, and I'll definitely be able to make progress. Should probably check if my remix settings are correct. I did disable the mods, but maybe there's some random one. So I've not done runs with creatures because the creatures are really awful and I wanted to actually know the route first. Are you rotted? I really messed that up right away. Oh, you're just gonna grab me like that? Ah! He got me. So this centipede is the main villain of the Watcher campaign, as I've heard. I'm actually kind of wondering, maybe I should try to, because I need to get food at some point. Maybe I just get food. Maybe just get food anywhere else instead. Forget the centipede room, just try to get out of there as soon as possible. There can also be scavengers. Okay, that's good enough. If I come across like another centipede, I'll eat them too. I just need to grab a spear at some point. I don't need to, but it's nice. You didn't trigger the grappler? Ah, damn. No item. Don't ever do that to a peak loser. They will kill you. Wait, grab the batfly. Think about these batflies going through pipes. It's like the hardest thing to grab. You're a real centipede. See, there's another centipede right here. And here. Yeah, we get enough food. Don't push me off. Is this a really slow start? Yeah, kind of. But I don't really care. Goal is to not die. That's like the biggest goal. Don't die. If I can complete a run without dying, it's at least going to be like somewhat alright. Even if I'm super slow. Also, I just like remembering the route. That's part of the process too. But I can pause in the middle of the run if I really need to. Best friend? I'm still tired, so I can't jump. Well, maybe I'll get saved. Or just like released randomly. You had a chance. Well, now I'm in like 3. There's like 3 pink lizards here. Any item would have helped there a lot. If I had a rock, I could do an E-slide or just like throw anything at the lizard. I wasn't really sure what I could do to avoid them without an item, other than just leaving the room, I guess. Maybe I should take that option. Like, oh, there's a creature here. Let me just like leave the room and come back. Oh, nice. Best case scenario. I go up here, actually. Well, actually, what if he just cuts me off then? Of course, the centipede comes with me. So many noodle flies. Goodness. If I could consistently kill this egg bug, they'd be a decent source of food. I'm scared of these guys. I'm just gonna kill you. That makes things easier. Okay, there were some possibilities that could have happened there. First I was like, oh, I'll just feed them the scavenger. But then they they tripped and like slammed their face into a wall. It's like, okay, maybe I'll just stab them, but then I missed. It's like, well, maybe I can just jump over them. None of them worked. Really, I should have thrown the scavenger at them and then waited for a bit longer. I'm hoping that this is the worst part of the run. Actually, I can go invisible, I think. So I could use that here. This is nice, being a little bit stealthy. Oh, and then they become a wall. That was the worst vault ever, but it was enough. Thank you. Yes, that's great. More food and no dropping. Hello, welcome to the stream. I think I'm gonna wait at this portal for a second to pick up these items. Yeah, because that'll be super handy. No guarantee that I get items here. No guarantee that there'll be even creatures here. Go through. Okay, now I wish you went through first. I use a spear here because I'm bad, but it's not necessary. Not really sure what like the safe option is for this movement. I tried to do an EI jump, but there's like a 15% chance I'd fail horribly and fall into the salt. In the wind. going to open up my notes. Just because I might forget the route randomly. Rebaton. Hello. My goal is to not die. That's the only thing I'm trying to do in this run. I'm not sure like if you would die, if there's any chance of recovering it, or if like the route is like totally messed up. I know you can die like before doing the Weaver, because I've seen it multiple times. It's actually, I need to remember like the like stuff in torrential. Pretty sure I need to eat you. I think I'm just gonna play it safe with the food and just get like as much as possible. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So this is a white lizard. So they're a pain to work with. Oh, don't I go down here? These are basically practice runs. Like, I've not done enough attempts to like be comfortable with this. Excuse me. Don't worry about that. I need to remember that like at any point I can just pause and just think for a second. If I want you to say something. Can I get close? What do you mean? What? There's plenty of time left. You're saying like that's how long it takes to like get one run in, or get one run finished. I think I'm gonna try to basically go invis as much as possible. Okay, no lizards at all. I think that's might be rare or something. There he is. Did not bring the lizard with me, so that's good. You are here. I did not jump as high as I wanted to there. I just take this with me. Like, I need to eat it at some point. Yeah, you're gonna pass find that way. shelter immediately. I kind of already forget what to do. Is this a cycle where I then go up top, create a portal, then go down and get food? Pause and look at the vid? I might just do that. I might just do that. I mean, I can do it in these, in the shelter. Yeah, just 1 second. Oh, look at this convenient world record run for me to look at. That was very loud. Or RTA? Yeah, who cares about RTA anyway? Okay, so this is... I think I know what to do. I am probably going to have to reset the game at some point. I don't really know what to do here. Maybe go invis, maybe just wait for him to grab a snack. Okay, there's 2 lizards. This room is gonna suck. This room is gonna be abysmal. With the scavengers too. Oh, the fruit went on a journey. And the green lizard. I cannot bring all this. I cannot possibly bring all this food back. Maybe I should have grabbed that one over there instead. So I believe this is the cycle where you go down. Okay. Generally, I find that you get a little bit more food than what's necessary. So if I make a mistake here and there, it might not be a big deal. I think throwing that spear slowed me down. We love visual distortions in our video games. So I think I've created enough portals at this point, and I just need to get food. I should have waited on that. Accelerating gameplay? Hell yeah. Look, as long as the blue lizard doesn't show up, we're chilling. Like how the map shows up a second time for no reason. Friends? No friends. That's probably good. Ah. Oops. I stood up like 3 frames too early. We've got 2 extra food in here. Yeah, definitely like plenty. Almost. Not that wasn't it, but it was all right. I'm just gonna go invisible every time. Cause I think I think you can do that. This is a reason why. Imagine having to look at your screen to be able to see where you are. Rip that guy. I mean, if I wasn't invisible, I'd probably be fine there. But that salamander, I'd probably like panic a little bit and then not enter the pipe immediately and just die to them. Actually, that's like not optimal. Well, I don't know what it is. That was like exactly the same. And then actually, like right after this, is a pretty long echo chain. So I think the duration of the invis goes up with a higher ripple level. So it's like you might as well just always be invisible once it's like a super long duration. Doesn't mean that you're invincible, but I mean, what kind of things can kill you when you're invisible? When you're yeah, when you're invisible. Or I'm saying it correctly, and then I think I'm saying it wrong for some reason. Like a scavenger throwing a spear in your general direction might kill you. I'm not sure if lizards can kill you. Like if you bump into them enough, will they like get mad at the air and bite for no reason, or do they like eventually figure out that you're there? I'm not sure if that's a risk that I need to like care about. Like barnacles will zap you regardless. I know that. If you touch their heads. I think at this point I don't need any more food. This is the last cycle. It's kind of funny. You eat so much and then you don't eat at all or shelter for like the entire rest of the run. Nice. That's some pretty good ones. Yeah, pick up the rock again. I don't know what the timing on this. I'm not like, counting pick boxes, so I'm probably not gonna risk trying to enter this early. Actually, the first time that I got here, got to the pipe before they finished talking. Oh, this is a fun room. Sure, there's a normal quantity of snails and not like double swat or something. What the heck? That was unnecessary. I think you just don't backflip. This is where I get stressed about messing up the route and having to redo everything. That's a green. Spawns that I'm not familiar with because I only do creatureless runs. Oh, and scavengers too. Okay, so this is just the normal chain until stormy. You're supposed to take the other pipe. Like, I'm not familiar with the, like, optimal routes for these rooms. Like, I know how to get through them, but I don't know if it's, like, the best way to do them. That was way... I thought he was gonna fall down. Okay, let's just take this really, really safe. I have like a slide, or no, a charge pounce line up there that grabs this pole. Then lizards, so no need to risk that. So that might have been a little bit risky to do. I don't know why I threw the spear first when I wanted to use that to pin, but a rock also works, so. I don't know why I took this pipe, but it just felt natural. You can just fall down there. So I'm not going to do anything fancy in this room. What I meant to say is I'm actually going to mess it up really bad because I can't see myself. Hi, you have a centipede, yes? This is a situation. Wind, please! Oh my goodness, the wind could not have picked the worst time to pick up in speed. Although the lurch is kind of stupid, so maybe I was not in any danger. Okay. Pump is probably gonna suck. Also, I don't want to be invisible underwater because I would like to see myself, but I know there's a lot of peach lizards. Oh, and the barnacles. Oh, you're still here? Oh my goodness, that kind of felt like they knew where I was. That was a way better swim than I normally do. Yep. Oh, there's a whole lot of them. I'm a fan of invisibility. My computer's already warming up. Okay, I'm playing this super careful. This is gonna turn on. Yeah. No rocks at all just because. That's a short cycle. Oh my goodness. Don't fall. I don't know when the sign lizards show up. I know, like, eventually I want to turn invis. I'll be in this room. The guy down there. Yeah, I don't really know what I was thinking. I've kind of felt like I was gonna die to that guy if I just stayed up there. They were getting suspicious. I think that was a death. Yeah. Maybe I was safe just to stand there. I don't know. And then I was like just kind of hoping the cycle would turn off. That's unfortunate. Back to the fun part of the run. They almost grabbed me. Missed. Oh, no spears, so sucks. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Do you want to... really? I thought I'd make that. It's one of those weird kind of runs where the start takes forever. Then it's like a really long stretch of like pretty easy. I guess I don't have enough experience with the creature spawns to know like how like you are to die in like the second half of the run. Kind of get the feeling that like if you spam invisibility, you're mostly safe. You're tricky. Me after dying. Me after dying in a run where I was invisible. That's a nice wall pounce. This guy is not. There's two of them. I don't have enough food. I don't know if this is a good alternative. Oh, that's fun. If I had a spear when entering the room, be a little bit faster. Being like 20 seconds slower, not a big deal. A little close. Just a little. See, I saved you. We're best friends now. I would need to reset the game earlier because I've already done a run. Or maybe I should like reset every time. What a fun thing to worry about when doing speedruns. Whether or not my computer will explode. I expect the roll pounce there. What do I do about this? Let him move out of the way, thank you. Of course, there's like another centipede that's way safer. Oh, you're like activated. You're also not dangerous at all, I guess. Oh, that's the second one. Hey, yo, so like... we take risks out here. Wow, not a single slide bounce at all. Oh, you're coming with me. Oh, I took a few, like, well, kind of meaningless, but I like that. Cauliflower was already partially eaten, so I didn't have to take so many bites, but you have to eat it anyways, so that really saved any time. Hello? This is problematic. Okay, he's actually stupid. I think I know this route now. I didn't wait long enough. That's unfortunate. So I'm not sure. Should I have left the room and then come back again? I only got one fruit there. Batfly did come with me. A little bit of extra food just in case, I guess. That's all the portal setup I need. This is like one extra. Well, I didn't grab one extra fruit, so maybe I need that. Interesting part yet? No. Give me another, like, 7 minutes. Probably get to eat in the other room, because there's more likely to be lizards here, I think. And also this portal doesn't open up, so it's easier to see. Are we weaving it? That might just be me. I didn't need to eat that. Been paying attention to how much food is in this room. Honk shoe run. That doesn't make any sense, but it also does make sense in this context somehow. Well, actually, I don't know if you're supposed to eat these or not. Like, maybe eat the ones outside first. I don't know. That drop, it feels like that, the tall room and drainage system in 80%. So you need to know exactly how long you need to hold the right direction to like get in the pipe. That's what that feels like now. Welcome to Weaver ASMR, the perfect stream to fall asleep to. We already have one very happy customer, so. Isn't the Weaver's voice just 5 Pebbles, like, voice slowed down a lot? Which is just a person's voice slowed down and reversed or with other effects applied. I didn't, like, I'm forgetting that there's only one slime mold here now. Actually, I don't need any more food, so that last bit was kind of unnecessary. I could, like, try to keep track of, like, exactly how much food I need for this last cycle. Because ideally, right now, I would eat all the remaining food and have 0 food pips left. Because you don't need to eat at all past this point. Border Watcher. Yeah, I got it right. By the way, last run, I died in Heat Ducts. I was in the vertical room, where you drop down, like, the sides of the walls are the, whatever you call them, heat pads? Electricity, whatever, something. I was basically just standing there invisible, and then a Sign Lizard came by, and I freaked out and fell and got shocked, and then the lizard ate me. I might need to restart like on the next echo. Exceed, yes. So we know where the dynamic warps are going to go. Kind of makes this route possible. Otherwise, this would be a much harder category. Having to like improvise. It'd also be like extremely RNG. Oops, just go down. Or maybe there'd be like a route that doesn't involve any dynamic warps at all. I'm not sure how that'd play out. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, cool. A little freaky to do that. A little bit spooky. That's so lucky. Oh, okay, that worked, but it didn't work like... It works in a different way. Alright. Wow, these creatures. I'm getting very lucky with the pipes. Assuming that was another green lizard and not just an egg bug. Oh, that was a green. Whoops, that's kind of a bad mistake. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game here because I don't trust it. And hopefully that lasts the rest of the run if I don't die. Or if this doesn't, I think it's successful. So we're using a mod that basically warps you straight to Sunlit or Sunbaked Alley, the first like Ultra region. So it skips the entire like intro segment where you're in industrial and all that. And then because of the seed, if you do everything correctly, then every warp will go exactly to the same place. And a route was found that like pretty efficiently gets a bunch of echoes and portals and such that you need to get for this ending. There's actually most definitely a more efficient route, but that's like really hard to figure out. Unless you've like timed every single, but there's so many possibilities, it's crazy. It's probably the kind of problem where if you like try to brute force it, it would take like... Well, actually, you would need a bunch of like information on like how long it takes to travel between rooms. So unless you could like simulate like ideal like speedrunner movements, which doesn't really sound... Like that's its own problem. So you kind of need runners to like do the speedrun to test routes. But like without optimizing the route, how do you know that it's optimal, you know? The process has kind of just been someone creates a route, runners test it, someone gets like a really good world record, and I'm like, all right, I guess this is the better route. Maybe if we use that other route and like optimize it a whole lot, maybe that end up getting a better time. I think that might happen if this run wasn't as like tedious or like, you know, like, I mean, it's kind of just comes back around to Rain World being a bit of a pain to speedrun in general. And maybe in another game that's a little bit more friendly to speedruns, this kind of problem would be optimized a whole lot more. Good movement. Oh, really tiny cycle. Didn't think they could vary that much in length. Like, that was like 2 seconds long. Shortest like heat duck cycles ever? What? I like this strat. Frying your brain. So, in this situation again. Really not ideal at all, but like, I'm alive. Really just like the worst possible outcome. That doesn't involve me dying, goodness. If I knew where the second sign was, I'd feel much safer. I assume that they're not around here. Are there 2 slime lizards? I was worried about like the invisibility running out and then the slime just shows up and I can't do anything about it. Okay, so Stormy... Oh, Stormy sucks. This region has a lot of creatures. Oh, is that room pacified? So I didn't have anything to worry about? Can I keep going? What if I just go? What if I just keep going? I was like, let me fall down to the camera transition so I can see what's going on. See where the lizard is. Before continuing. Okay, so my karma went down 1, right? If I shelter and the karma goes up, does that reset? Does that like line me back up on the route? Or is it because of the Weaver healing stuff? That's what makes this not work. Purple level doesn't matter. Nice slide. Ah, I see. So actually, let me look at that room on the map. Where are the lizard dens? Because I don't really know where they show up. Stormy Coast, that's the wrong region. That doesn't even make sense. Did I fall that far? So I guess you can see the first pink lizard, so you drop down and then you can see the other one safely before continuing. Okay. That was it just happened so fast. It's actually really unfortunate that dying resets this or messes up with the route, because otherwise this would actually be a much safer category. Like, oh, if you die, you just reset back to the most recent echo, and you get a ton of echoes. So it's basically like you're getting a ton of free shelters to save at. I think that was actually like one of the benefits of like the older Watcher routes. Ah, that just did not work at all. Excuse me. Go to the... Just keep moving forward, man. That was kind of funny. I, like, landed on the pole from a ounce. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, you're gonna mess up the jump, mess it up like that, you know? Or a desert is like one massive stack of bricks. This whole region. Damn, that was kind of slick. I would like to eat. Okay, you're just running too far away. Cool, nice one. And you don't even like chase after me. Oh wait, go down. Whoops. Challenge. Do slides when time is slowed down. If possible. That's another guy. He's purple, so he blended in with the portal. So focus on the other salamander. Honestly, this blue lizard is kind of chill. I think there is something about this room that messes with their pathfinding, so they don't actually... They're actually not that dangerous. That's a vulture. That's another vulture. I mean, plus if you're like invisible half the time, you know? I was expecting that vulture to like swoop down and eat me while I'm eating the flower. Whenever you portal, whenever you warp, it counts as being at the very start of the cycle. And the way the shelters work is that they at the start of the cycle, they're closed and they're opening up. I think the game does something. I mean, I'm not entirely confident about this. I didn't pick up a single fruit. I think what Watcher does is it kind of pretends. It kind of pretends that the cycle has been going on for a while by like placing creatures in like a bit further away from their starting shelters. This is like a total guess. Because it's not like creatures are coming out of their dens when you go through a portal. Like the rain is completely reset. This feels like plenty of food. I don't know if it's better to eat the blue fruit or to like store them in the shelter. Also, I've not really dealt with any pickup priority problems. Maybe I'm just like lucky, like there's not many rocks around where the slime molds spawn. At least for an area that you have to repeat like 20 times, the movement is kind of fun. Even though your vision is blocked by the portal half the time. I think actually it's like slightly worse to bring the blue fruit in the shelter because they block your movement. Saw earlier that the blue fruit was in this little tunnel, so I couldn't get to the shelter. Really, you have to like pick up the fruit, but then it kind of like is still annoying. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but there's a small chance that the blue fruit get in your way, and the slime will not do that at all. Oh, wow, he really does struggle against the shelter. Also, it's funny how the moment there's a blue lizard on screen, your ability to move properly is like reduced by 30%. Maybe more. It's like, ah, shoot, don't mess up or else you get caught by the lizard, and then you mess up, of course. I literally did the wrong inputs. Okay, it's chill. He's chill. They went down. What cutscene? Me when I'm about to have a dream, but I'm being controlled by a speedrunner. Whoops. So they have to skip it. That was the blue lizard, wasn't it? Okay, well, it worked out. Yeah, okay, that's a nice trap that you guys set up. Thank you very much. Wait, did I not need to go up there? That might have been a minor mistake. I'm miscounting the, like, I thought that was on the third echo. Or the, I don't know. I don't think that will cause a problem, hopefully. I'll just need to check that room a second time to be safe. I'm glad I didn't pin them, because that would have been harder to deal with. Thank you. I guess I did activate that one early. I don't. That means this one should be here still. Yes. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't actually change anything. He's gonna follow me through the pipe. Or not. I might run out of invisibility. I know that they're chilling, they're chilling. I wish you'd show you the level of invisibility you have left. Okay, it's still working out. This is a slightly slower run. It's not a huge deal. I also didn't need this food at all. You remember, like, on this cycle, you already have the amount of food that you'll need. It all works out. Didn't expect to see a salamander on this side of the platform that much. Because that hasn't happened before, and it happened like 3 times. Ah. Ah, okay, I almost made it, but a little bit too slow. Hello, welcome to start of the run. Nothing has happened before this point, actually. We're just now starting. Poor guy's gonna get lobotomized by those snails. Permanent brain damage. That's actually, I just said the same thing twice. This is the first... Have you been under a rock for the past, like, 3 months? No Silk Song, no Watcher. I guess nothing else is happening. Those are the only 2 important things that have happened. Don't mind me. I really should have looked at the screen. It's really, really, what? Yeah, jump into get grabbed by Centipede and then miss everything. Right when I get to Desolate too. Kind of just get the feeling that you wasted like 20 minutes. That wasn't even like at the start of an attempt, really. Pick a priority, please. Yeah, I also didn't really. So the update added like a couple new regions, and then the whole like convoluted sequence of events that you need to do in order to get this guy to show up, who's the Weaver, the big like worm-looking thing. And then the Weaver has a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to get like two different endings. So when I played the update for the first time, I did not find the Weaver, and thus I barely found any new content except for like 2 new regions. Oh no, there's 3 new regions. There's Fractured Gateways, there's Pillar Grove, and then there's Migration Path. Maybe there's another one that I've forgotten. I didn't find Fractured Gateways. It's like, well, I guess there's just not that much new content. It kind of makes me think about like that experience of playing an update for the first time. Yeah, they're connected through portals and such, like the rest of them. I remember back when Terraria got content updates. I mean, Terraria is actually still getting updates, but you know, they don't add a significant amount of content. I think it was actually a really exciting stage of the game's life. Because not only did like there was kind of like a little bit of content sprinkled across the whole game, and then there was a big chunk of content added at the end of the game. Hello, YouTube. I'm very sorry. YouTube chat was not updating, and all of a sudden, like 10 messages just popped up at once. Hey guys. Sorry that I've been ignoring you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like, it's really funny because you could do a new playthrough of the game from like start to finish, and you'd be full of new content. And you'd also end with new content that was like entirely, like you're an entirely new, This is Stormy Coast region? Yes. The Watch Me DLC is made up of a bunch of mods, kind of stitched together, region by region. Kind of hoping that would hit that drop lurk. Sunlit Port, it used to be called Sunlit Port, but now it's Sunbaked Alley. I don't know why they changed it. I should get that spear. Do you like... Oh, that's way easier. I'm doing that now. But I really like the way Terraria did those updates, where it's like, you could do a new playthrough from start to finish, and at first it'd be quite like familiar, like the structure of the game. You're still fighting the same bosses and using the same items, but then here's a new item, here's a new armor set, here's a new biome, you know, here's a new enemy. There'd be a few new things here and there that'd be cool to explore, and then you'd get to the end of the game, and what used to be the final boss now is just the next stepping stone to an entirely new section of the game. So it generally was like really exciting for every update to come out, because you knew that's like a full new playthrough of really exciting new content, instead of like having to run around for like a while, like where's the new content? You know, is it just a little bit of stuff here and there that kind of like adds a little bit of variety to the content that was already there? Or is it like one new biome, but that new biome has like a ton of new stuff in it, you know? Like if I didn't, let's look like Minecraft, for example, has been doing these like smaller updates recently. If you weren't like keeping up with patch notes and such, and you just like heard that there was a new update, you'd open the game and have no idea what changed. Like what's different? You'd run around, it'd be like exactly the same game that you've played like 1,000 times before. And then like, oh, here's a new biome, right? Except that new biome actually doesn't really have any new content except for like a new creature a new mob and like some new building materials, you know. Unfortunately, like the reality of Dragon Jump but cooler, yeah, it's also like, well, it's a lot easier, but it's still easy to mess up. And you need items for that section. Luckily, I think there are consistent item spawns before that point. The reality of the situation is that this content could have been in the Watcher when it released at first. That's just how it is. Because this ending, this secret ending, is very like hidden and obscure, and it'd be the great kind of ending to get after you've already played the game a whole lot and you're like searching for more secrets. You know, this would be a wonderful reward for those people who put in the extra efforts. Not new content that people are like returning to the DLC to play, and then only to like not find any new content because it's super obscure. I think I saw Scurry, who is a live streamer, has played a lot of Rain Road before. They played through Watcher, beat it, and then stopped playing because it's tedious. To look for like secret stuff, and there like wasn't much like worth searching for in the previous version. They played the Watcher again when the update came out, but I think they only did one stream, and the most content that they found was like a new region or two, like maybe. I don't think they've come back to it or seen any of the endings or new content, like the major new content. It's like kind of sad, but like it's totally understandable, unless you want to like support a ton of backseating to like tell you where to go to find the new content. Which I think, unfortunately, is like the only way to really approach this DLC. Okay, just tell me where to go. Like, I'm not finding this on my own. It's like you gotta like create like 4 portals in a region, or actually, I don't think it has to be in the same region, but you have to create a bunch of portals, and then like find the portal once it's been closed, and then find the Weaver, and then repeat that 4 times. We take risks, says the person whose goal is to just finish one run. Oh my goodness. Don't throw the car far away. I panicked a little bit. Oh boy, scavengers. Let me take this. Be more careful about this. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, there's no reason to be careful. Plus, if you're like, I don't like using random portals. So I just like didn't want to like engage with the mechanic that you need to use in order to find the new content. I kind of miss games that like added big chunks of content with updates. It's kind of like seen as a bad thing to release an unfinished game, or maybe that's just a thing with AAA games, where they should have like the ability to release a finished game from the start. I wonder if the developers of Terraria ever get around to making a sequel, if they're going to take the same approach for like adding content. If they release Terraria 2, would they just release the whole game at once? Or would they I personally think it'd be really, really cool if they like also released it chunk by chunk, like with, you know, with Terraria. I'm gonna eat this here, just in case there's still some creatures over in that room. First time a vulture has ever gone for a creature other than the slug cat. And make them pay for that. Now you're onto something. Why didn't I think of that? Oops. I just invisible. It's not exactly the same kind of game, but Deltarune kind of has a similar process. They're releasing, chapter by chapter, but that's like a linear story game, so it's not like a sandbox or like an RPG with progression. I'm actually surprised. I feel like Terraria should have inspired more games. Actually, I think it did. I saw this video that's like, hey, Terraria actually had a bigger influence than you think, because the idea of bosses locking behind a lot of progression is kind of unique. That Terraria may have started. And obviously it's not a super original idea. Usually there's bosses that gate your progress in all sorts of games, but this is saying here's a big sandbox world. You can do whatever you want, but you can't do most things until you defeat this one boss, and then that'll give you a pickaxe that lets you mine this material, which lets you craft this thing, which lets you fight this boss, and so on and so on. I had this thing recently where I felt inspired to make a game, knowing very well that I would never actually make it. But I just conceptualized it instead, except not even that much. But I was thinking how could you take Terraria and make something that's very similar, that's still a unique game? Because I really like the gameplay structure of Terraria. If anything, I think it actually is kind of a roguelike in a way, but it's just not permadeath. But it kind of is. So it's a roguelike. You start a run, you have nothing, everything's randomly generated, and then you try to get to the end by getting upgrades and such. But if you die, you reset back to the beginning. Or if you finish the run. If you get to the end of the game, then everything restarts as well. That's expected. With Terraria, it's a sandbox, so you can do a lot of other things other than progressing the game. But if you care about progression, then you start a new world. You start with nothing. Everything's randomly generated. You try to get to the end of the game by getting upgrades and stuff, being stronger. And if you beat the game, then you restart. At least I restart. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to play the game, of course, but I don't tend to stick around in one world for a long time. Although that is an option if you want to be more creative, I guess. Terraria is kind of a long roguelike. Because runs, or playthroughs, I guess, are much longer. More than 1 or 2 hours, probably. but it kind of has that same structure. And also, it's not permanent unless you play hardcore. I guess, like, one thing that's very not roguelike about Terraria is your, like, ability to do exactly what you want to do. You can choose exactly which biome you want to explore, you can choose exactly what items that you're going to craft, which are essentially your upgrades. So it's not like other roguelikes where you enter a room and you get a random item. It's just like, you get what you get, or maybe re-roll. It's kind of like two genres of roguelikes now where it's like, do you just get what you get, and you have to work with it, or do you get like, here's 3 items, pick one, or re-roll if you want. At which point you can basically just customize your build however you want, because you have so many options. Does it require what, Survivor Passage? You just get it anyway. You need to shelter a billion times, so it just happens. I honestly would prefer if games leaned in either extreme. Either you just have to, you get what you get and you just have to work with it, or you have such control over your build and the items that you get that you just can pick whatever you want. You know, like, forget to like give you 3 options, pick up like just a reroll or banish or whatever. Forget about all of that. Just let me pick exactly the item that I want. Right? And there's a way to do that, and it's called a skill tree, which I know skill trees are kind of like clowned on nowadays. Every single game ever has them. But like, there's so much, they could be doing so much more with the idea. There's something kind of exciting about starting a game and then looking at the skill tree and like trying to like plan out what kind of build you want for the rest of the game. I really love doing that. But if the game gives you like too many upgrade points, then you end up just like homogenizing your build into like just getting every single upgrade ever. Plus they might just be really boring where they're like basic stat upgrades or abilities that you should have gotten from like main progression anyways. What does the gold creature say here? We don't really know. Or at least I don't really know. I definitely can't give you an answer. It's the same dialogue as in the trailer. Like the initial like Watcher trailer. Two sealed cycles. You only you only do one at a time. You just happen to come across both of them on your way to the Weaver. What would it say if it was in English? Like, I don't know, a bunch of nonsense. I don't have it memorized. See, like, that portal was gone, the one next to the shelter, but this portal is still here. Not very good pipe entrances today, or on this account. I mean. I have not been interested in Lusher Lower at all. I didn't count the dialogue. Oh, I got it right. Okay. Poor Green Lizard is in the wrong place. I don't think I'm making it. No, definitely not. Like minus like 3 seconds. Alright, here we are again. I wasn't waiting. The Weaver freezes you in place for a short time. If you get into the pipe before dialogue finishes, you can like be moving through the pipe during the time you would be frozen otherwise. So you want to wait, like, right before the dialogue ends, go through the pipe, and then you'll be frozen on the other side, instead of being frozen before the pipe and having to go through it afterwards anyways. This is what I'm capable of, White. You should fear me. Oh great, like every creature in the whole game. Green lizard is not impressed. Like, yeah, I can kill a blue lizard. So what? Or was that a white? I forgot. Can we stop, like, having creatures? Can the ecosystem go away? Oh, that was a dangerous jump. I can't float yet. I was hoping you would be a big bug. Oh, dude slid back into the pipe. We found a way. So what was that echo on about anyways? We found a way? Yeah, did you find a way? You got stuck, my guy. Doesn't sound like that was a very good way that you found. It's like a messenger like, hey, this like iterator like a billion miles away. Solve the problem, but you're never gonna get that. That information is not gonna travel this far. I got a skill issue. Yeah, I think actually because a lot of people, well, I don't know how a lot of people, I did a speedrun of Watcher when I first played the new updates. So I basically got back, I finished the normal ending as fast as possible, and I was like, alright, am I gonna discover anything new at this point? But really I should have just been casual. Just wander around forever, and eventually it's kind of inevitable that you stumble into the Weaver. As long as you like use dynamic warps. It's kind of hard to tell the position of your body when you're invisible. Makes the swimming segments a lot harder. That was dangerous. Because they're just straight up camping it. Oh, I got stuck for a second. Really good cycle there. I don't think you need max ripple, but I think it kind of just happens anyways because you're gonna be going through portals, which includes the echo. Like you'd have to like go out of your way to like not get your echo. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess there's only so many echoes compared to Are you dead? Compared to like normal portals. This guy died. I'm not entirely sure how aware the slime lizards are of the the heat pads or whatever they're called. They're not slug zappers. Okay, thank you. I don't think any of Spinning Top's dialogue is different. But I think the Prince has different stuff to say. I feel like the Prince would have something different to say because they have pretty dynamic dialogue. I did some pull hops. You almost found a way to kill me. Goodness. I would like to go invisible here because there's like 20 white lizards. Snail boost. That's old news. Oops. Now boosting at the Saints. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, actually. There's gotta be plenty of different places you can implement that. In the massive amount of Saints categories there are. I'm not seeing a vulture fall from the sky in a while. It's not getting a single roll at all. Congratulations. The room that eats your frames. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, there's no creatures at all. They forgot to show up. Cool, thank you. Is this the bug? I felt like the bug just happened. Memory leak dependent? Yo, I got the advantage. That means if I reset my game, I'm gonna lose. It's gonna get harder for me. Okay, so Torrid to surface. This one's really easy. Didn't they say they fixed it? Yes, they did. I don't want to gamble and like throw this runaway because the game crashes. I believe it's 2 warps here. I think I'm gonna exit out after the signal echo, just to play it safe. I could probably go until the Salination echo, but you know, my game crashed in that location on the previous run, so. Yo, dude, can you be real chill and like not throw that spear? Thank you. I might have been able to make that, just barely. There we go. Maybe I was pressing it too early. That wasn't that bad. Yo, whale convention. Ugh. We could probably jump boost that. Okay, I don't know when I get purple 9. I should probably be going invisible more often. I don't like have like a memorized set of locations where I want to activate it preemptively. Salination, okay. Go to Ripple Space for every region. I'm actually a little bit worried about Fractured, fractured gateways, because there's that one like ripple jump that is like really, really precise. Also, hold on. Let me just pause for a second. Gotta turn off lag again. That one skip. Can you just like go around? Because I've not seen it going around. I've only seen runs that take that skip, or I've done the skip myself, and it takes a couple of attempts most of the time. Ripple jump up a screen extension system? Yeah, that one. Oh, I've not done Verdant with the kelp. I don't like you. But I think you just ripple space for that entire segment. This is a scary segment, I just remembered. A billion fruit. Right. Oh yeah, we're chilling. That was the main roadblock. That, like, clump of creatures. You got food. Uh-oh. Okay, if he came out of the den, like, immediately, but it took a little while. Please. There had to be at least one region where these guys were still a problem, right? Let's just take this pipe. Okay, so a bunch of warps here. Isn't there like a mole lizard here? Or it takes a while. Only Saint were here, so true. I think we should get a campaign where Saint follows you the entire time and just automatically ascends everything that gets within half a screen of you. Oh, want to join the journey as well? Usually I stand right there for the warp. We're back. Have an extra green lizard. Here. You could blow up that lizard with one of those explosive spheres. You're bringing a lot of explosives with you. I'm worried this pink lizard is going to cause problems. If I couldn't pick up a bubble weed in time, that'd be a little bit scary. Yeah, that's max ripple. Technically, I guess it's not max because you can like increase your ripple level, which effectively like reduces your lowest possible ripple. Because eventually, if you meet the echo enough, it's like you can't lose max level. That's it doesn't go down anymore. So I guess you could call it that max level, but it doesn't really matter. Oops. The movement isn't movementing. We can now do funny movements. Oh goodness. Let me just take the wide path. Does you have to be visible for portals? Oh, it takes a lot less time to undo it. I hear a snake. We're just gonna not deal with that. Who's messing around in the kitchen again? Probably actually how they made these sound effects. Silk? It all comes back to Silk Song. Such an influential game. It didn't have to be released to influence like 20 games to have weavers in them. I just kind of made that up just now. There might be a faster way to do that. Honestly, faster doesn't really matter now. I'd like to not die. Okay, Badlands, and then warp a whole lot. Or no, that was earlier in the run. Read these correctly. A fractured right. So this is the funny area. One thing that I learned from a practice run: don't accidentally leave ripple space when you're in the middle of the like open air, with or open skies area with all the locusts. I will try it. Okay. Immediately enter ripple space again, because I'm scared. Just a spider, but you know, play it safe. Spiders actually like would be in the way actually, even if they're not being aggressive. I think Ripple Space lasts long enough to... Do I need to worry about this running out before I get to the end of this region? I see. That might be a little bit of a problem. There's like a room where I can take a break if I need to. Nice wall cons. I mean, I could just like do the normal movement of like waiting for the whale. The boat is here. Yeah, they take a while. I suck. Damn. Okay. Fractured Echo, warp twice. I need to like not take the wrong path in a coral. Although that might just work out anyway. Cold storage. There's actually no cold storage in this run, which is like so peak. Oh, except for this room, I guess. Funny I say that right now. I don't know where the creatures are, so I'm just gonna do this. I see the pinks. Also, idiot tried to E-slide while in Ripple Space. Damn. Big Ripple Spawn or whatever you call those guys. bet it is probably the last, like, bad region. I mean, I don't know. There's a kind of a... This area is, like, mildly scary. One of those fancy scavengers here. Big platform. I love not engaging with the gameplay at all. Ecosystem, what's that? My ability to move has gone down a little bit though. How's the pace? I don't know. Look at the timer. Oh, you're an echo. That actually is better than a portal. Warp immediately. Might get ganged up on by spiders or something, but... Now they're over there. So here's the thing. I'm doing this. This room has a bit of a problem of being like partially off screen, so I don't know what kind of... You could probably do better movement if you could, like, if you knew where the poles were. What was that? If that was an eel, then I want to be here again. Oh, it's probably an egg bug. What are the snails? What if that guy was like aggro on me from a previous room? That would suck. Whoops. Well, I almost left ripple space. You guys, chill. Slow down for a second. I don't know if it's fast with like... I think you could make it up there if I did a like ripple jump, but then I might run out of... I might leave ripple space and then I'd have to enter it again later. I don't know. I don't really care about being fast at the moment. I would like to just get to the end. That scared me for some reason. Probably do like some, yeah, jumps, he slides and such. I'd much rather just not die. I know, I know. Alright, it's this area. It just happens that there's an unclosed portal if you go the other direction as well. It's a big coincidence, I guess. I probably should have gone past this big spike before doing this, but whatever. Aether warp twice, and then the rest of the run just kind of happens automatically. This is a crazy warp, by the way, because it's literally right next to a portal. Like one of the shortest ones. I don't like that lizard. That's exactly where I want to be. Impending doom approaches. Lizard. Yippee! Yo, you good? Wait. Am I dead? Huh? What happened? What? Cool. Nice feature. Did I get bit like last frame or something? I'm just gonna keep going because I assume there's there's very few warps left. I believe this is finishable. The final warp doesn't stun enemies? What the heck? Oh great, I'm in some rando location. Well, that's fun. I was literally in the final room. Oh wait, there's like a lot of places left. Shoot. This is like the worst. Okay, well, now I kind of hit everything. Well, if I can do this within the next like 10 minutes, then it's still like a decent run. I wish I knew about that really specific niche situation of don't like warp, like the last warp shouldn't be next to a creature. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I think I'm trying to get to the Aether Warper at the moment. It's somewhere around here. I guess that was literally world record pace, and I was like a couple seconds away from not dying there. If I just waited for that orange lizard to move because of a bug or something. That can't be it. What were the last ones? Pillar, coral. Oh, there's the two coral ones left. It's a lot. Turns out when everything happens automatically due to a well-created route, it's a lot faster. I think that was the 8 or. Oh no, those are the pairs. So coral 8th, that's that one. So pillar. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to leave. Go to from here? Okay, well. Yeah, I don't know where that portal is. This is on the other side of the region. We're literally just gambling. Oh, he ducks. I don't know which portal it is that isn't. Is it coral? Heat salination. Oh no, is that? That is that one in this room, which is kind of close, I think. Apparently, if I go down from here, no, this is a different room. Yeah, it's like within some distance. want to stop? Wrong way. Is this not? Yeah, Salination. So that's the one that I'm missing. Because that's the portal that you would close from the routes. Back here again. Okay, that is closed. I guess I should probably use the in-game mechanic that tells you where the portals are. Can you go this way? I gotta go back up like here. Yeah, watch out for the centipedes. I will. Yeah, there's the webs. I think I already closed all the ones in Torrid. Oh, right. Naturally. Here. No, we're still okay. I think this is just the other portal over here. Here we are again. Oh, this is the real test of my movement in this. I literally lost like 10 minutes because of a bug. If anyone would like to like not do any more runs so this can stay like third place, that'd be great. For another attempt? No. That's the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Also, thank you, Dodo, for basically doing all the work. See ya.